So I don't even know how. Do you know how to? We're live.
When it's live like that, it means we are recording.
Oh, it is recording.
Yes.
Okay.
And then when it gets done, when you hit stop broadcast, it will create the vid onto the page.
Okay. So where do we go to put our little name on the bottom, and then how do I get the chat box up?
You go to the left and then go to Toolbox.
Okay.
Hangout Toolbox. Are you on there?
Yes.
And then go to, you see your name on there? We are recording.
It is recording.
Yes.
Okay.
And then when it gets done, when you hit stop broadcast, it will create the vid onto the page.
Okay.
All right, so
where do we go to put our little name on the bottom, and then how do I get the chat box up?
all right, turn that down. Go to the left and then go to Toolbox.
What's it doing? Okay.
It's playing live on the other link.
Oh, I'm going to close the other link.
Yeah, close the other link for now.
All right.
Did you post that one in the group? Because that's what they're seeing. They're seeing us. And if you guys see this, Dream Teamers, Kenya is on the move, and I guess Webinar Jam has changed things up, so we're trying to figure it out. So be patient with us. And Carrie, and we threw Carrie in the fire to learn it all right now.
It's a whole new mix.
And of course, we tried to learn this 5 minutes before it started. So did you see that where it says lower third?
Yeah, hold on. Yeah.
There you go.
Yay.
Yes, perfect. How'd you get the little symbol up? That's kind of cool.
Okay, now the chat box. So we can see if anyone's on here.
I don't know if we figured that out because they're only going to see that link.
Okay, can we see? Maybe people start clicking in the chat box and see if we have anyone with us today.
Yeah, I don't even know. I forget. How do I get to the chat box again? Okay. Yeah, I don't know how we get people into that chat box because they're just going to see the link on the YouTube page, right?
Right.
So we'll have to ask, we will ask Kenya at that point how to actually get people into the Google Hangout. At this point, she sent us the link for you guys to watch it live, watch us funnel around with the new system live. And so I guess we will, we'll start. So it's been a few weeks, guys, and Carrie and I were talking earlier today about debt and this group and how we're going to keep going about it. And debt is it's not a fun thing. We don't like to be in debt, and I kind of compared it to her to exercise, where we start this new workout plan. We got everything together. We got the new system. We got the new shakes that we ordered from the newest MLM company. We're about to lose some weight. We're about to change our life. And then after a couple months, it gets kind of like, oh, here we go. We ate too many desserts. We did this. We went out. We're eating at restaurants. We're just, the weight isn't coming off exactly like they said it was going to. And now what do we do? So now it's to that point where it's discipline. So it's kind of like debt. We're going to start paying off debt. We're not going to go out to eat anymore. We're not going to do this. But oh, guess what? The husband or wife is spending too much. The kids have all these. Kids are now going to this part of high school and they need all this stuff. And now what do? Do we even do this anymore? Because it's just stressful. So it's probably we should probably go back to basics. I don't know if you agree with that Carrie, of just back to basics for what we learned the first time that Danny did her war on debt speech for us. What do you think?
Yeah, I think that's a great idea. Just kind of get back on track. Like Andrew said, it gets exciting at first, and you want to try to get as much information as you can and really go after it. But sometimes we end up losing track a little bit, and that's one of the reasons why I started posting all those kind of daily dose of war on debt, so we could kind of keep everyone as active as we possibly can. It's easy to fall off the wagon and stop doing the things that we need to be doing in order to create our own financial freedom. But yeah, so going back to basics and maybe trying to just share some things that we do on a daily basis. And then I know that we want to try to get some other panelists on here as well, so that we can kind of hear everybody's stories. Testimonies are the best. So by maybe next week, what we'll do is reach out to everybody and see who we can get to help us out on these weekly things, so that we can hear your story. Those are the most powerful things, are your stories.
Yeah, and it's not just the story, it's the tips that people are giving. We've gotten so many good tips from people that just are posting that I've probably forgotten half of them by now. So if we get them on the panel, maybe we can get them, we'll get some file documents set up for me personally. I'm finally hardcore using a budgeting software. I know somebody posted it in the group, and it might be, and I just have personally, instead of, I was tracking my spending. So I was tracking it to where at the end of the month, I found out where my spending was going. Now I'm kind of being forthcoming. I have money. Now where does it go? So, okay, I have whatever, $1,000. Where do I plan to spend it? And then up to the full $1,000, how much do I want to put in savings? How much do I want to put here? And then by the end of the month, I can, every transaction I do, I put it into this system. And then if I've only scheduled, let's say $200 or whatever, $200 for the month for going out to eat, I can see where I'm at. Did I go $300? Okay, that extra $100 needs to come from somewhere. So that's kind of, for me, that has helped me great. And what I personally like is what people are doing for food, because I hate cooking at home, and they're way better at me than that. So I definitely want people's tips on eating at home and eating quick meals that don't take all day, because I don't have all day at home to sit there and cook. I bet if I got good at it, I would get better, but that's kind of what I want to hear some stories from you guys about that.
I really like that idea of sharing, easy, inexpensive recipes. I think that that's where most people seem to have started, was the grocery store. And you can see a huge impact on cutting the fat there, but being able to share some really easy recipes that don't cost anything, and then and going to the grocery store with a list and sticking to your list and not buying things, just at random. Sticking to your list is really cool. Is a really, really great way to kind of cut back on that fat. But I really like that idea, Andrew, of sharing those recipes. That's great, because I'm always looking for good recipes. I'm always in a hurry. I like cooking. I just don't ever make the time to do it. So some easy, good recipes with what we have in the house is always a good thing to share.
Yes. So this is what this hangout is about, is our plea to you guys. What can you share for the group to help us all get out of debt? Because there's the three phases. There's the getting out of debt, there's the staying out of debt, and then there is the, now I'm out of debt, now what do I do? And I was telling Carrie, at some point I'm going to be completely out of debt. I just know it. I'm going to have the house paid off. I'm going to have this. The debt's all going to be gone. Now where do I put my money? So next week I am going to Columbus, Ohio, and I'm going to, I don't know if you've seen me share some of this gentleman's post, but his name is Gary Cassie, and I saw him speak with Danny Johnson last year. He did like an hour segment for her at her event called Creating a Dynasty, and he was really good. And she brought him on the team because her husband was doing the wealth creating portion of Creating a Dynasty, and he's kind of gone off and retired to do his own thing. So she wanted Danny's specialty is getting out of debt and all that, and her thing is let's get out of debt. And for her, she'd almost rather dead, but her husband was more the wealth creating. So Gary will is there to help us. Where do we put our money? And I'm going to be going to his conference next week. It's in Columbus. I'm going to post. That's provisional conference. It's a 3-day thing. It's only, I think it's like $80, $70, $80. It's not that expensive. So if you guys are around the Columbus, Ohio area, I will be there. And I hope to bring some of his tips on stuff to put our money in that is safer than just your typical 401k or whatever. And that's going to be coming. Yeah, it's just so many. I think is what we all need. We just need to keep it, just like any exercise group. We need to keep each other accountable, because it's just so easy to get off track. It's so easy to have a bad weekend of, I went shopping and I bought a bunch of clothes and this and this, and I totally went off budget. Now what do I do? How do I get back onto budget after I had a binge weekend or whatever? That we all have it. It's not anything new. I'm gonna get into Kenya's. I'm gonna guess that maybe she spent a little bit more money than she wanted to during her move. So I'm gonna try to get her back on track on settling into her new Dallas area. So we can help each other become accountable.
And it's good to be accountable. And I mean, we all fall off the wagon. You know, we all have days or weeks that we spend way more money than we kind of anticipated. For me, I usually, if that happens, like last week, we went on vacation with our family. And of course, we spent probably more. I did budget for it and we stayed within our budget, which was good. But my goal was this week is not spend any money. You know, we went to the beach, so we had enough food left over for the rest of the week. And I just told everybody, I said, that's what we're going to do, not spend one penny the rest of this week. And so far we've done so good. But
awesome.
So you just kind of have to kind of balance it out and realize that, we're here as a support group and we're here to work together. And we are going to fall off the wagon a little bit. And, we're here to kind of keep everybody on track. So, me being debt-free, I want to continue to stay debt-free, but I do sometimes fall back into my old routines. And this has been awesome for me because it's allowed me to have accountability partners so that when I come back next week that I can report and say, okay, well, I did this, and now I have you guys to report to keep me balanced.
Yeah, so we don't want to put anyone on the spot, but if people want to get on here with us and give us your story, your tips on how you're getting out of debt, just message me, Carrie, or Kenya. We'll put you on, and the more people that get out of debt, the more people that can believe that they can too. And I don't know. Kenya has all the stuff. I guarantee we paid off a bunch more. I paid off a bunch more debt. My whole tax check. I know I'm not supposed to have a big tax check, but it was a decent. I put it all on the debt, and I'm really excited about that. And
that's awesome.
I was like,
that's awesome, and that's what you're supposed to do. I mean, you're loaning the government your money, so when you get it back, that's way to go, Andrew.
Government is not making any money. They're so far in debt. They're losing my money, so I don't want them to have it. I'll change I'll go into HR and change my stuff. But so my mind is that go get them. So I wanted to just put my tax check into like an options domination account and just trade with it. And, I'll make 10 times, but I'm like, okay, we're going to go with the teaching, get the debt paid off, and I haven't put any money into the options thing. I have an account set up that I'm putting a little bit of money into that. So this is money I can use. So when I get the whatever 200 or 500 I can set up, it will go into that, and we'll do some trading then. But it's kind of I'm learning patience with this debt stuff because I just want to go.
But that's good. I think most of us are in that situation where we're using our eBay and our Amazon business to kind of build up that extra money so that we can go into options domination and make those investments, and doing it a little bit at a time. That's the best way. Just take whatever extra cash that you have, or use your profits from your other businesses to help you earn do the trading. I'm excited. I haven't gotten into the trading part yet. I'm still trying to play catch up because I travel a lot, but I am so excited to learn that options domination. The same thing. I want to have the money in the account. So that's my goal.
Yep.
Yeah, and the other thing is that I kind of want everybody's feedback on that daily dose of War on Debt that I'm doing. I started posting that. I'm trying to keep up daily. If it's not daily, it's going to be every day. So I've kind of have my little list, and I'm looking for some of your feedback. Not just feedback on what you think about those postings, or if you have some ideas, just text me and send me some information. And I'll be happy to post those and give you credit for those posts, as because you're the one who gave it to me. So that's just another way to kind of keep us all accountable. So I'd like to hear your feedback, and I'd like to, for you to share your story so that I can go ahead and post those as well.
Absolutely. Yes. Yeah, there's definitely a bunch of people have been doing tips ever since we started this group. Not that I had low expectations, but it was just kind of usually a lot of these groups, it's like negative stuff and this and what's going, I'm in that options domination Facebook group. It's just like negativity of people not making the money. I'm like, we don't need that. So I'm just happy that one of my groups that I'm in is just this positivity, and it's always these stories of just people, however they need to get out of debt. If they have to get a second job, I know the home-based business industry, we're like, fire your boss. No, you got to get a second job to get that stuff paid off. Man, your life is just gonna kick butt to freedom. That's what we're all looking for. We want to be the leaders in our company, and it's just going to be, if we're out of debt, we can afford to do more trading. We can afford to do more advertising and Facebook ads and all the stuff that the leaders are doing that grow their teams. And it's just too stressful to take any extra income and gamble with it on advertising and stuff. But yeah, but I just like to, and good job, Carrie. This is a new system on how we do these hangouts. We'll have to ask Kenya if we did it right. She posted a bid on for the facilitators on how to do this on 2 days ago.
Yeah, so how'd we do, everybody? Yeah, trying to get this thing up and running. Kenya cut that little video, so that was really great. So for a last minute thing, I think we did really good. I'm still trying to figure out how to do the little chat thing on the side. So,
but yeah, as a reminder to you guys, just message us if there's anything you guys want to discuss. The 3 things: getting out of debt, or building wealth, or anything. We got, debt is kind of a lifetime thing, so we just want to keep it going and keep hearing your stories. And yeah, that's about all I got for tonight.
Yeah, I think that's great. And then I think what we'll do is we'll just reach out this week, and we'll try to see if we can find a couple of people to get on the hangout with us next week so we can hear everybody's testimonials. So it's good. I mean, it's kind of good to keep these things, to 30 minutes or less, and it'll allow people to kind of jump on either if they have time, or not have to spend an hour and a half listening. Sometimes keeping it short and simple is a good thing. So
exactly.
Good. Well, thank you guys for joining us, and hopefully we'll hear from you during the week. And good job. Keep up the good work, and we'll see you next week.
Right. See you guys.
Okay, how do I turn this off?
Should be a stop broadcast button.
Let's see.
Would it be on the bottom if you scroll your mouse over?
There it is. There it is.